my name is Mary and welcome to my channel. If today is your first time of stopping by here, you are warmly welcome. And on this channel, I talk about education, marriage, spirituality, and different other things. So for this week, for this time, I want to share with you my experiences of studying abroad together with my family. This is a new series I'm starting, and this is to encourage people who want to study abroad and want to relocate together with their families.
So today I'll be sharing with you on studying in Canada, and I'll also go ahead to talk to you about how you can bring your family together with you in Canada. So if you want to study in Canada and you are a family person, that is, you have a wife, you have a husband, you have a son, you have a daughter, you have children, you might want to bring them along. There is a tendency to think that it's not possible to study in Canada with your family. But today, I just want to show you how you can also study in Canada and bring along your family members. In this video, I hope to share with you how much you need to bring your family members and the different types of visas you need for your family members who will be coming along with you. So sit back, enjoy the video, and let's share together. Okay, so if you get a visa to study in Canada, you might want to consider moving together with your family. So as a student, you need a study visa, and your spouse will be coming with you would need a work permit. If you have children, they need visitor's visa. So let me continue and explain this one by one. As a student, if your program is fully funded, you just need yourself here in Canada. You don't need to show any money in your bank account to be able to be given your student's visa. In fact, you pay your study permit fee of 150 Canadian dollars and you move to Canada. I will talk about health insurance later as we move on. But if you do not have a funded program, if you do not have a scholarship, then you might be required to show a bank statement indicating the amount of money you have to bring. This is also dependent on the provinces, and I will ask you to cross-check, especially if you are going to study in Quebec, the French-speaking part of Canada. You are required to have more money in your account as compared to other places in Canada. So for a student visa, if you do not have fully funded program, you will also be expected to pay at least part of your tuition before you will be given your visa. So this is very important for you to consider if you want to study in Canada. Okay, so you want to bring your spouse. If your spouse is coming alone, you only need to apply for a work permit for this spouse, and that is 155 Canadian dollars. And if you want to come with your children, that we do not have a dependent visa for the child, that is like the dependent visa I mentioned in my earlier video for UK. So for Canada, your child will need a visitor's visa, and this visitor's visa will allow the child to be able to study up to secondary school if the child is in that category. So when you entered into the country, the child will be given a visitor's record, and that record is enough for the child to apply to study here in Canada, from kindergarten to elementary school, even to secondary school if that child is in that category. Okay, so let's move on. So if you want to bring your children with you, your spouse with you to Canada, you may wonder, how much do I need to have in my bank statement for me to be able to bring my children to Canada? So for example, we came here as a family of 4, but we applied for the visas for 2 dependent because my husband's program is fully funded. He didn't need any bank statement. So we applied for myself and my first daughter, because when we were applying, I was a few weeks pregnant and we thought we would move here earlier enough, but it didn't happen that way. So we needed bank statement for myself and for my daughter. So that is it. That is the amount of money you require to be able to bring your family members with you. And for health insurance, when I made a video about bringing your family to the UK, I mentioned about the need for health insurance. So somebody will be wondering, so how much do I need for health insurance in Canada as well? So in Canada, health insurance is provincial based, so the amount of money you will need for your health insurance is dependent on the provinces, and not every province charge health insurance. For example, if you're going to study in Alberta, you don't need health insurance because they have coverage available for students, which you can have access to within 90 days or 3 months of moving to Alberta. If you're studying in British Columbia, you have a minimum of 6 months study permit. You can have health insurance. Is either paid monthly, but it is very, very minimum, and sometimes you can have coverage that begins from the 3rd month of your arriving. In Manitoba, you would have to pay for your own health insurance, which is paid yearly. In New Brunswick, you might have some coverage, but that you have to show that you are going to be on a course for 12 months. And same for other provinces such as Newfoundland, the Northwest Territory, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward's Island, Saskatchewan. But in provinces such as Ontario, where we are, Yukon, and maybe Quebec, you might have to pay for health insurance. So how much is health insurance in Ontario and other places? As I said, these are provincial based, so I will not be able to give you prices or amount of money to pay, but be expecting anything within 300 Canadian dollars per year to 600 or more Canadian dollars per year. So this is something that is not added to your tuition. It is part of your supplementary fees. So as you are preparing for your studies and as you've chosen your province, you should know how much that you also be required to pay for health insurance if that province doesn't have free coverage. But the good news of studying together with your family is that for us here in Ontario, we paid health insurance when we first moved in because I wasn't working. Now I am working, so I am a taxpayer. So my family doesn't pay health insurance again. So for Ontario, if one person or one spouse is working, we're able to use that work to go for the Ontario Health Insurance Plan, which is the OHIP, and that will cancel you, or that will exempt you as a student paying health insurance. And if you go for that plan, you should alert your university that I have the OHIP now, and you'll be exempted from paying health insurance. Canada is fun, it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's cold, but it's extremely cold. But hey, there's nothing like bad weather. As I learned in Norway, there is what we have as bad clothing. So even if it's -20, -30, -40, and you are moving outside and you are well dressed, I think you should be free to go. And if you want to bring your dependent children here, you shouldn't be afraid that, okay, the weather might be a bit of a challenge for them. To be frank with you, children are just faster than us as adults. My kids are very cool with the weather here. They dress well, of course. My daughter in kindergarten, they play in the snow each and every day. They are having fun. So if you want to relocate to Canada, I just did this video to let you know that if you want to bring your family, it's possible. And as I always say, if you cannot come together with the family to get on the same flight, considering the financial costs involved, you can always come as a student and go back or save to bring your family here. It's always possible. And if you have any question in relation to that, do not hesitate to leave a comment and I will respond as soon as possible. Once again, if you want to bring your family together to Canada as a student, it is possible.
Thank you for watching this video. My name is Mary. Enjoy the rest of the week, and if you have not subscribed, do remember to subscribe, like the video and share to your friends and family.